Yo Joe, hello everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at the classified series Dusty, number, what is it? 49. Number 49. I just got this today. I wanted to crack it open, and as you can see, this is the old blister card packaging, which we will be then going to be pure cardboard, and then be going back to this, presumably, if they keep the same style. I'd be surprised if they changed it. But as you can see, it's Dusty in the packaging. Some very nice art. Dusty at the bottom. So its art's actually really nice. I like the art a lot. I think it really captures the character of Dusty very well. On the back, just this typical artwork for the Joe toy line. And on the side, as you can see, he has a shield, 4 bullets. He's very talkative, but he also wants to shoot the desert. So, yeah, that's that. Let's crack it open. And here we have Ronald W. Tater Dusty out of the package and on the spinny base with all of the accessories that come with him attached to his body. And this is a fantastic figure. I really like it. This might be my new favorite Joe that I have. This is, as you can tell, this is the same body that came with the Stalker figure, if you have that, or the retro carded Snake Eyes. So if you have either of them, you know what you're getting into this. But it's a really good body. Like, it's a really good buck, so I really like it, and I have no problem with it being reused. I like the tan kind of desert warfare texture he's got going on. I like the goggles on his head. I like the gun he has. It's weird, and I don't know how I feel about the bipod, but it's fine. As you can see, he has a knife attached to his belt, or to his boot rather, and he has a nice backpack with some straps running through it. It actually looks like a proper backpack with like straps and everything, so it looks natural, as opposed to a lot of the other ones where it's just a bag on their back with no straps or anything. So I think that really helps add some depth to it. So let's just bring him a little closer here. And like I said, here he is closer. Here's Dusty. He looks really good, actually. Like, I really like him. I think he looks really good. A lot of people say he looks like Duke, which I can kind of see, but it is a different head sculpt, and this is a different torso piece than the one that came with Duke, so it's not just the same one. The gun looks really nice. I like the texturing. Again, this is the Stalker body. I really like the texturing. I like the way that it looks. I like his nice use of his headgear. This, I'm not entirely sure what it's called. I found out the name. I can't remember it. It should be on screen right now, if I remember to put it in. It looks really good. There's goggles on top. He has actually 2 sets of goggles, as you can see. He has the ones on top here, which attach to the helmet, and he has a second set of goggles, which I'm using to hold this into place. I just wrapped around his head, but if you want to, you can take those off and put them right on his head. And it looks good. I like it quite a lot. But even if you don't have them on there, it looks really good. This is a really good figure. I like this a lot. Again, the classified line is blowing everything else out of the water right now. It's really, really good. I like it a lot. Let me just take all these off so you get a closer look at the figure itself, just the full body. Again, like I said, Stalker body, but really good. I don't know if this is a new torso. Let me know if it is, but this is really good. As you can see, it says G.I. Joe on there, and it has his name Tater, the American flag, some nice straps running through, like green straps running through the strap system. I think that is what that's for. I believe that this is some sort of water pipe system connected to his backpack, so he can quickly access water, because he's always in the arid heat in the desert all the time, so he should have that. Some very nice pouches on the breast there, pouches on the side here. Again, very nice boot sheath, very nice touch there. Yeah, no, it's a very good figure. Now, as is the case with these Joe figures, there is a healthy helping of accessories, which I am grateful for. We don't get any extra hands, which is common, but we do get a lot of other stuff, and I think that makes up for it. He gets his very nice backpack. It looks really good, actually. I like the way it looks. Sculpt is fantastic. Got 2 separate water pouches, some sort of bedroll, nice straps. There's even like a hook here, which you would use to grab onto. Very nice. Even if it is just like a static brown, you can see all the detail. You can see the locks. You can see spaces for what I presume would be extra shells if you had like some sort of shotgun. It looks really good. All these extra straps for things that he could use. I think that's really good. Like I said, it has his headgear. Very nice tan color. I believe the original toy was like, this was like real cloth, but this looks really good. This is just a soft plastic, soft malleable plastic. Very nice strap system here. It can't click on. It'd be nice if it could, but I get why it can't, because that would be way more expensive. But it looks really good. I like that quite a lot. He also comes with a set 2 of these goggles, and he has two of them because one of them is bigger because it goes onto that right there, and he has a second one which goes over his head. So if you want to, you can have him be without the headgear and just have the goggles on, or you could have him be with the headgear on and have the goggles on top. It's entirely up to you on how you want to do that. I've been going back and forth and choosing what I want to do. I've been swapping back and forth pictures. It works really well. He also comes with a knife, just a very small boot sheath knife. Very nice knife. It's a very nice knife. I like it quite a lot. I think it's really good. It just straps into his boot. But yeah, he also comes with this, which is some sort of a FAMAS, if I believe I'm right here. It's some sort of, again, it's Hasbro, so they can't fully make real, like, proper weapons, but they can make good approximations of them. So he has the nice FAMAS-esque thing with a bipod attachment, which I don't know how I feel about. I mean, I've gotten some fun shots with it with pictures, but it kind of gets in the way if you just want to do a static pose, and you can't really take it off. Like, this pops out, like this bipod piece, but it just gets locked in here. So you can't really remove it unless you want to cut it in half. It'd be nice if there's a way to take it off, so you have the option for that. But I get why not. Very nice trigger guard. The detailing work is fantastic on this. You can see all the rivets and the bolts where things would go. There's also a magazine for it, which has a very specific way of locking in. You got to make sure that when you do lock it in, it is pointing upward, like this groove here. I'll show you. It locks in right here. You got to make sure that that is on an angle like that, not the other way around. It won't lock in properly. But yeah, there are the accessories. Now it is time for articulation / minor gripes I have with this figure. The minor gripes I have with this figure we'll start with because it is very wibbly. The legs here are very jiggly. These joints are very easily bendable, which isn't bad because the stalker figure, they're super tight, so you can't even move them. But this one, this joint here specifically, the hip joint here, is super loose. He'll just he'll just wiggle all around, and I don't know a way to tighten that up. If anyone knows a way to tighten that up, please let me know because I would like to. But yeah, those are really the only minor gripes I have because it's just really tight. Also, I don't know how well it picks up on the camera, but this is a slightly different shade, like this elbow, slightly different shade than the arm, as well as the knee, slightly different shade than the rest of the leg. I don't know if it's different plastic that they used, but it's mildly irritating. It's ever so slightly annoying seeing it out of the slight wrong shade, but it's something that I can ignore. Now, as for the articulation, there is a dumbbell joint at the head here, at the top of the neck, and there is this thing right here, the bottom part of the neck is on some sort of swivel, or I think it's on a hinge, so it goes up and down. Oh no, it might be on a ball joint as well. Yeah, but there is an ab crunch which goes down that far and go back that far. There is a dumbbell joint at the waist, which you can't really see because this is in the way, but it is there, so you can get the full range of motion there. His arms are on butterfly joints, so they can go in and out. Not terribly far, but they're there. There is a swivel here at the bicep. There is double jointed pinless elbows, which is very nice. There's a hinge on the right wrist, and a forward hinge on the right wrist, and a side hinge on the left wrist. He can kick out this far, perfect split. He cannot, he can't really kick his own butt. It goes above his butt. Yeah, but there is like I said, drop down joints here at the hips. Is that right? I'm trying to remember my joints. But there's a swivel here at the, this is a really tight swivel joint. Swivel joint right up here, and it's very hard to move. There's also a swivel at the the lower calf. Yes, calf. There is also a hinge at the foot. It's hard to get into. This gets in the way. But there's a hinge and a forward-facing pin for rocker. Pardon my inability to get words out well. It's very hot here. Now, as for scaling, he will scale perfectly with your other Joes because he is a Joe. So here he is with my previous Joe review, or one of my previous Joe reviews of Spirit. I owe you so much, Spirit. You did so much for my channel. And I also have the Stalker figure, which is the exact same body mold. Joints on this one are a lot tighter than this one. I don't know if it's just a manufacturing thing, but they're a lot tighter on that one. But yeah, that's how well he looks with your average Joe figures. There's some other bigger ones, some other smaller ones, but this is the average height scale. And if you want to, you can, if you choose to, put him with your Marvel Legends figures. He will be a little taller, because I believe the Joe figures are ever so slightly taller than the Marvel Legends figures, but he does scale. You can probably find a way to fudge this. He's a little taller, but that's probably fine. Yeah, so this is how well he looks with your average Marvel Legends figures. So there is our canonically HVAC certified Joe Dusty, and I think he is really good. I think he's really, really good. I've been messing with him a lot. I have a lot of pictures, which I will talk to make sure I share all of them because I'm really proud of some of them. He's really good. The sculpt's fantastic. I always like this character, Dusty. I thought he was pretty fun, especially in the cartoon back in the 80s. I like the weapons he has, even though it's a little weird. It's not really what I put with him, but it works well, I think. I like the backpack. I like the skull board, the detailing. Everything was fantastic. It's a really good figure. Pretty cheap too. I got him for 20 bucks, so it's not bad. You probably can too. But yeah, thank you all so very much for sticking to this. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I would like to hit 200 by the end of the year. So yeah, thank you very much. Have a good day.